In 1986, a landscaper in Lubbock, Texas, was staring at an empty calendar. Every winter, his lawn business froze along with the grass, so he grabbed a ladder and started hanging Christmas lights on other people's houses. Today, the company he founded, Christmas Decor, has grown past 300 franchise territories across North America. And here is another one, a business so unglamorous that nobody has ever photographed it for social media. Renting portable toilets was quietly rolled up into a company that changed hands for more than $1 billion. Nobody tells you these stories, because while the internet argues about crypto, artificial intelligence side hustles, and the next viral app, a quiet group of people is getting rich from businesses most of us consider too dirty, too small, or too boring to mention. And that reaction, that little wrinkle of your nose, is exactly where the money hides. In this video, you will see 12 of these businesses. Pay special attention to number 9. It is literally paint on the ground, and most people laugh when they first hear it. By the end, you will not just have a list. You will have a way of seeing that most people never develop. Let us begin. Before the first business, you need the filter, because the list means nothing without it. Call it the repulsion principle. Every business you are about to see repels normal people in some way, and passes 3 tests because of it. The first is the necessity test. The customer is not choosing to pay. A restaurant does not debate whether to clean its kitchen exhaust. The fire code and the insurance company decide for them. When payment is not a decision, revenue stops depending on persuasion. The second is the ego test. Would anyone brag about this business at a dinner party? If the answer is no, competition collapses. Millions of smart, capable people filter opportunities through status, not profit. They would rather lose money on something impressive than get rich on something embarrassing. Every business that fails the dinner party test is a market with the door left open. The third is the calendar test. The problem returns on a schedule. Grease builds up. Gutters fill. Lint accumulates. You do not resell the customer. The calendar resells them for you. Necessity, ego, calendar. Keep those 3 words in your head, because every business that follows passes at least 2, and the best ones pass all 3. Business 1. Trash bin cleaning. Here is a question. When was the last time anyone washed your garbage bins? Exactly, never. They sit in the sun collecting residue, and a smell nobody wants to be near. One operator documented by trade press built a route of several hundred homes, paying $10 to $15 per cleaning, scheduled monthly, right after collection day. The professional version uses a trailer with a heated pressure system that lifts, washes, and sanitizes a bin in about 60 seconds, capturing the dirty water instead of dumping it in the street. A full rig costs $30,000 to $50,000, but the accessible version starts with a pressure washer and a single neighborhood. Necessity, because nobody will do this themselves. Ego, because nobody is bragging about it. Calendar, because the bins are dirty again in exactly 4 weeks. 3 for 3. Business 2. Portable toilet rentals. This is the billion-dollar story from the opening. Every construction site is legally required to provide sanitation. Every festival, wedding, and county fair needs it too.
A unit costs roughly $1,000, rents for $100 to $200 a month on construction contracts, and lasts a decade. Do that math slowly. A single plastic box can return its purchase price in under a year, then produce income for 10 more. The work is weekly servicing with a small tank truck, and yes, that is exactly why almost nobody enters. The industry stayed so fragmented, made of small family operators, that investment firms spent years buying them up. One roll-up became a company valued at over $1 billion, built from the business nobody wanted to say out loud. Business 3. Christmas light installation. The landscaper from the opening discovered something powerful. Affluent neighborhoods will pay $1,000 to $3,000 to have holiday lights professionally designed, installed, taken down,
and stored. Per house, per season. Documented operators report earning $30,000 to $50,000 in a 6 to 8 week window, a year of savings compressed into November and December. The model stacks 3 payments: installation, removal, and storage, and the same clients rebook automatically every year. To start, you need ladders, clips, commercial-grade lights, insurance, and courage in October. Under $2,000 total. It passes the calendar test only once a year, but it passes it perfectly. The season never skips. Business 4. Restaurant hood and grease cleaning. Walk into any restaurant kitchen and look up. That steel exhaust hood above the fryers accumulates flammable grease, and fire codes require it to be professionally cleaned every 3 to 6 months. This is the purest necessity business on the list. The customer is compelled by law and by their insurance policy. Skipping it can void coverage entirely. A single cleaning runs $400 to $800 and takes 1 night. The work happens after closing, in the dark, covered in degreaser, which is precisely why a technician with a route of 40 restaurants has almost no competitors. Entry costs $2,000 to $5,000 in equipment and certification, depending on your region. Necessity, ego, calendar. 3 for 3. Business 5. Commercial night cleaning, not house cleaning. Offices, clinics, and showrooms, cleaned under contract after hours. The difference is the word contract. A homeowner books a cleaning once. A dental office signs for 5 nights a week, invoiced monthly, often for years. One documented operator started alone with $300 of supplies, landed 2 small offices, and reinvested until the contracts paid for a small team. The startup math is almost embarrassing. A vacuum, supplies, insurance, and the willingness to email 50 office managers. The customers are easy to identify. They have floors, and they have a manager who hates dealing with this. Recurring revenue, invisible market, 0 glamour. Business 6. Dumpster rentals. Every renovation, roof replacement, and estate cleanout needs somewhere to put the debris. A roll-off dumpster costs $3,000 to $5,000 to buy and rents for $300 to $500 per placement, with each container turning over 2 to 4 times a month in active seasons. The catch is the truck. A hook-lift vehicle is the real investment, and used ones start around $40,000. That number is the moat. Low enough for a serious person to finance, high enough to keep the casual crowd out. And notice something. This business feeds on the same customers as 3 others on this list. Contractors who rent dumpsters also need portable toilets, pressure washing, and final cleaning. Boring businesses cluster. Quick pause. That is 6 businesses, and at least one of them made you think, I could actually do that. If it did, subscribe and hit the bell. It takes 2 seconds, and it tells us to keep making videos like this one. Now, the second half. It starts with water falling where it should not. Business 7. Gutter cleaning and guards. Clogged gutters cause thousands of dollars in foundation and roof damage, and homeowners know it. They just refuse to climb the ladder. A standard cleaning takes about an hour and pays $150 to $300, but the real business hides inside. Gutter guard installation. The cleaning is the front door. The $500 to $1,500 guard job is the house. Operators run spring and fall routes, and the customer list becomes an asset that compounds every season. To start, you need a ladder, a scoop, a leaf blower, and insurance. Under $1,000 total. Business 8. Laundry pickup and delivery. Not a laundromat. No building, no machines. You pick up bags of dirty laundry, process them through a commercial laundromat's wash and fold service, and return them folded within 24 hours, charging by the pound. Busy professionals, parents,
and short-term rental hosts pay $100 to $200 a month on subscription indefinitely because laundry is the most reliable calendar test in existence. It regenerates weekly without fail. Documented solo operators report reaching $2,000 to $5,000 a month with nothing but a car, a routing app, and consistency. Startup cost: nearly zero if you partner with a laundromat that has idle capacity. Business 9. The one I promised. Parking lot striping. Go ahead and laugh. Everyone does. It is paint on asphalt. Now here are the numbers. Every commercial parking lot legally requires clearly marked spaces, fire lanes, and accessible parking that meets disability regulations. Faded lines are a compliance problem, not a cosmetic one. That is the necessity test at maximum strength. Restriping a small lot takes a few hours and pays $800 to $2,500, with material costs often under 15% of the invoice. A professional striping machine costs $500 to $2,000, and the work happens at night, in an empty lot, with no one watching. Operators covered by business publications report reaching six figures in year one with one machine and a pickup truck. Almost nobody enters because almost nobody can say the words parking lot striping without smirking. Their smirk is your margin. Business 10. Dryer vent cleaning. Thousands of house fires every year are caused by lint buildup in dryer vents, and insurance companies and landlords know it. A cleaning takes 45 minutes and pays $120 to $200. The equipment, a rotary brush kit and a strong vacuum, costs under $600 total. The customers who matter most are not homeowners. They are property managers with 200 units who need every vent documented annually for liability. One contract, 200 repeat cleanings, every single year. This may be the highest ratio of income to startup cost on the entire list. Business 11. Mobile notary and loan signing. The only business here you can start this month with almost nothing. Every mortgage, refinance, and major legal document requires a certified signing agent to witness signatures, usually at the client's kitchen table. Each appointment takes about an hour and pays $75 to $200.
Certification costs a few $100s in most regions, and title companies keep lists of agents they call daily. Documented full-time agents report earning $4,000 to $8,000 a month. No equipment, no truck, no inventory, just a stamp, a printer, and reliability, which, in this industry, is rarer than you would think. Business 12. Estate cleanouts and senior downsizing. Here is a demographic fact hiding a business. The largest generation in modern history is entering its downsizing years. When a family empties a parent's home, after a move or after a loss, they face a house full of 40 years of